34 Things You Don't Know About Will Smith. Hello viewers. How are you? Welcome to Nibir Network. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos. With that said, let's get back to our discussion topic. Born as William Carroll Will Smith Jr. on September 25, 1968, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he is the son of Caroline, a Philadelphia school board administrator, and Willard Carroll Smith, Sr., a refrigeration engineer. He spent most of his life in West Philadelphia's Winfield neighborhood, where he attended Catholic school as well as the prestigious Overbrook High School. Smith started his career as a hip-hop artist known as the Fresh Prince, long before he became one of the most bankable actors in the world. After he made his debut as an MC with modest fame, his popularity increased once he starred in the television series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, about his life. When the show ended, he transitioned from television to film, starring in many blockbusters. He is the only actor to have 8 consecutive films gross over $100 million in the domestic box office, 11 consecutive films gross over $150 million, as well as 8 consecutive films which opened at number 1 spot in the domestic box office tally. Because of this, he was ranked by Forbes magazine as the most bankable star worldwide. Today he is one of the most powerful actors in Hollywood, having won many nominations such as 5 Golden Globe Awards and 2 Academy Awards, and winning 4 Grammy Awards. Let's just start the 34 things you didn't know about Will Smith. Number 1. He made his break into music industry at 16 years old. Will Smith started his career as a part of the hip-hop duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, after he met Jeffrey DJ Jazzy Jeff Towns one night while he was performing at a house party, just a couple of streets away from Smith. Call it faith or not, but in the same night, Towns was missing his hype man, and Smith decided to fill in. Soon after they joined forces, and together with another friend they released the first single, Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, under the Philadelphia-based Word Up Records. The single became a hit just a month after Smith graduated from high school. Number 2. He is really good at math. With an IQ of 115, Will Smith is rumored to have a perfect SAT score, although he will only admit to the numbers being pretty high. In an interview, he declared that if he wasn't an actor, he'd be a computer engineer because his favorite subject at school was math. If I weren't a musician or actor, I'd be a computer engineer. I was always good at math. I probably would have been the guy who invented the remote control if I'd been around then, he said. Will Smith is one of the few celebrities, like Johnny Depp, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, to have an IQ above 110, which is ranked from superior intelligence to genius or near genius. Number 3. He can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute. The famous actor has a lot of secret talents that not many people know about, and we bet you probably didn't know about this incredible talent. He is one of the few people who can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute. Yes, he has mastered the difficult task of solving cube in a bit under a minute. Impressive, right? The event displayed his talent on live television as well. If you've seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and again The Pursuit of Happiness, you've noticed him solving a Rubik's Cube. It wasn't any trick involved. Smith really solved the cube. Number 4. Smith is the first hip-hop artist nominated for an Academy Award. Upon the success of Bad Boys and Men in Black, he started his solo career with the release of Men in Black, the theme song from the film of the same name. His solo album, Big Willie Style, went 9 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. Then he played heavyweight boxer Muhammad Ali in the biographical sports drama film, Ali. The film didn't do so well at the box office, but critics love it. He gave such an incredible performance and received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actor and the Golden Globe for Best Actor Motion Picture. Number 5. By the age of 20 he became a millionaire. After he hit big with the song Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, they attracted the attention of Jive Records and Russell Simmons, who signed them to the label. Their success grew bigger with the release of their first studio album, Rock the House. They received their first Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance for Parents Just Don't Understand, although Summertime was their most successful single. By the time he turned 20 he made his first $1 million. Since then his net worth only grew as he transitioned into acting and taking roles in blockbusters like Men in Black and Bad Boys. Today he has approximately $300 million, which he received $20 million for Men in Black 3, Suicide Squad, Hancock, and The Pursuit of Happiness. According to Internet Movie Database, his biggest payday was for I, Robot, approximately $28 million. Number 6. He had problems with the IRS. When he started as a musician, he experienced a lot of success and became financially independent in his early 20s. But the lack of experience made things worse for him as he started to spend money freely. During that period, he underpaid his taxes and the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, assessed a $2.8 million tax debt against him and even took many of his assets. In order to pay back the IRS, he agreed to take on the lead role on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. During the first 3 seasons of the TV show, he had to give over 70% of his paycheck to the IRS. Number 7. He learned to be an actor on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. After his trouble with the law, he took the role in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to pay back his debts. With a background in music he had no idea how to be an actor and had no idea how to act. Smith had to learn fast, and because of his background as a performer, he managed to get the hang of it pretty fast. In order to remember his lines, because he had difficulties there, he had to memorize the entire script to help him remember his own. Then I'd be lipping everybody's lines while they were talking. Today, when he looks back at that time, just like many of us do sometimes, he is totally embarrassed. Number 8. The media used to call him Mr. July. Thanks to his energetic charisma, funny, laid-back attitude and the outgoing personality he has, Smith is a fan favorite among viewers. Which is why his films received critical praise and helped his career to get bigger and bigger. His films used to hit the big screens in July because this month is perfect to release big studio blockbusters. For years he released blockbuster after blockbuster, including Independence Day, Bad Boys, Men in Black, Bad Boys 2, I, Robot and Hancock. One of the reasons why press used to call him Mr. July. Number 9. Ah, hell no is his catchphrase. Not sure if you've noticed this, but Will Smith tries to use this catchphrase in each one of his movies. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger's I'll be back, Will Smith's ah, hell no is an iconic catchphrase. He used it for the first time in Independence Day when he referred to aliens. He has also used the catchphrase in 7 Pounds, all Men in Black movies, Bad Boys 1 and 2, I, Robot, Suicide Squad, just to name a few. One other trademark for him is that often plays a police officer or an agent in his movies. Number 10. To prepare for his role in Suicide Squad, Smith shaved his head. In 2017 he portrayed Deadshot in the supervillain team-up action film Suicide Squad. To be able to make the film, he turned down Independence Day, Resurgence. The film had a strong debut that set new box office records, grossing over $745 billion worldwide, becoming the 10th highest grossing film of 2016. He had to rise to the standards of Deadshot, and to prepare for the role, Smith chose to shave his head. Plus he spent some time training with Navy SEALs and Army Rangers. While there, he practiced firing a Glock 9mm handgun and an AR-15 rifle. Also featured in the film were actors, Jared Leto, Viola Davis, Cara Delevingne as well as Margot Robbie. Fun fact, Will Smith and Margot Robbie starred together in Focus, way before Suicide Squad. Number 11. His first major film role came at 25 years old. At 25 years old, people already knew him thanks to his music and his work in television. But he wanted more and moved from television to the big screen. Amongst his first major roles were in 6 Degrees of Separation, and Bad Boys. Bad Boys became a commercial success, grossing over $140 million worldwide, but had mixed reviews. But that didn't stop him moving forward with his career. He later starred in Independence Day, a critical success which became the second highest grossing film in history at that time. A year later he starred alongside Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black, which established him as a prime box office draw. From there it is all history. Number 12, he wrote a children's book titled Just the Two of Us. The hip-hop artist wrote a children's book about fatherhood titled Just the Two of Us. He took his inspiration from the song of the same name, from his debut solo studio album, Big Willie Style. The book is his tribute to his parents and to his little boy, Trey Smith, whom he had with his first wife, Cherie Zampino in 1992. His vibrant touching lyrics and Kadir Nelson's paintings capture the true beauty and intensity of the father's love as his child grows up. Number 13, he didn't go to college. Growing up, his parents supported him in his dream to become a famous singer. However, if he failed, he had to come back to college. But he didn't have that problem. Some publications reported that he turned down a scholarship from MIT, but according to Smith himself, he never planned to go to college nor applied to college. I had pretty high SAT scores and they needed black kids, so I probably could have gotten in. But I had no intention of going to college according to Smith. Number 14, he has an impressive car collection. For such a big star as Will Smith, nothing is impossible, and for such a car fanatic like him, it is understandable why he has an impressive car collection. His choice model is SUV and owns a few of them. He is the proud owner of a Mercedes GL450 SUV, with cruise control and a strong acceleration from V8 engine included. The star also owns a Cadillac Escalade with a stiff, fully boxed frame, high-quality interiors, and a coil spring front suspension for a smoother ride. In his car collection, you can find a classic 1965 Ford Mustang convertible in red shiny color. Number 15, Smith and his wife Jada Pinkett Smith own Overbrook Entertainment. Together with his wife, the actress Jada Pinkett Smith, they own the entertainment company called Overbrook Entertainment. As you can see, the two aren't just an ordinary couple, they are also business partners. The production company is responsible for producing several of Will's films like I, Robot, The Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds, and The Karate Kid. The company is named after Smith's neighborhood he grew up in. Smith comes from the Overbrook part of town, a part of Philadelphia that produced a lot of talented people. Famous people who also went there are basketball players Wilt Chamberlain, and Walt Hazzard, and musicians The Devils, and D.D. Sharp. Number 16. Will Smith is a chess master. Smith's interest in chess has a very interesting history. Having learned from his father at the age of 7, Smith maintained his interest in chess despite his high profile as an A-list actor. To show his enthusiasm, there are a couple of quick anecdotes that come to mind. Back in 2001, Smith was filming a movie in Chicago, at which time, the Chicago Board of Education invited Ashley to speak to elementary school children. The schedule was tight for Ashley, so he recommended National Master Marvin Dandridge, a Chicago-based 2,300 player. Dandridge unexpectedly received a call from Smith's staff inquiring about lessons. Probably with a sense of shock, Uncle Marv went to the actor's hotel and gave a 2-hour lesson. Not many details are known about this meeting, but suffice it to say, it would have been interesting to be a fly in the room that evening. Smith had also taken lessons from Robert Snyder, a longtime coach on the West Coast. While there are quite a number of celebrities who play chess, few take lessons for it. To really show his love for chess, there was an even more memorable story with Smith's chess adventures. It is a story Ashley loves to tell. Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, got in touch with GM Ashley as part of a gift for Valentine's Day. As Ashley walks in the room, Ms. Smith told her husband that Ashley was here as a surprise gift for a chess session. After an hour or so, Ashley nudged Smith that he should check on his wife. It was, after all, Valentine's Day. Smith said it was okay and they played until he had enough. It takes a special wife and an insane husband to play chess on Valentine's Day, quipped Smith. Smith would later write the foreword to Ashley's Chess for Success. Ashley was surprised that the megastar had taken the time to write a glowing endorsement. Perhaps more are coming. Number 17. His first marriage with Cherie Zampino. Today, Will Smith is happily married to Jada Pinkett Smith and has been for quite some time. But some might have forgotten he was actually married before he met Jada. Smith met Cherie Zampino at a taping for the movie A Different World in 1991. She was a fashion design student at the time. Their marriage didn't last long, and the two got divorced in 1995. They had one son together, Willard Smith III, Trey Smith, born on November 11, 1992. Smith has publicly stated that he regrets his first divorce and that he could have tried harder to make it work. That is probably the most painful loss of my life. I quit. I could have fixed it. It really was not that bad, he said. These two have managed to maintain a friendly relationship while raising their son. Number 18. He made a Guinness Book of World Record. Will Smith has a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. He holds the most public appearance in just 12 hours by being in 3 red carpet premieres. Number 19. He is bilingual. Will Smith speaks Spanish. And we're not talking about creative phrases like tengo un gato and mis pantalones, but full-on, complete, and comprehensible statements. Accompanied by his youngest son Jaden, the former Prince of Bel-Air attended Wednesday's New York premiere of After Earth, where NBC Latino contributor Jack Rico stopped the duo for some questions directed at Latino fans. Number 20. His parents. Will's mother was on his school board, and his father was an electrical engineer who owned a refrigeration company. His parents were Baptist, but they still sent him to a strict Catholic school growing up. Number 21. His siblings. Will Smith has 3 siblings, named Pam, Ellen, and Harry. Turns out, there's a whole nother side of Will that you're about to bear witness to. That is the side of a brother to his 3 siblings. That's right, Will's parents, Carolyn and the late Willard Smith Sr., have a total of 4 children. Will ain't the only one, it's just that his lesser-known siblings chose lives outside of the glitz and glam of Hollywood. For the most part, the 3 non-famous Smith siblings have been successful at keeping a low profile. In fact, Will's eldest sibling, sister Pam Smith, is like a real-life ghost, because we've searched everywhere and so far came up empty-handed. But we do know that fortunately, she's not actually a ghost, she's alive and well, just staying away from the public's eye. That brings us to Will's younger siblings, who happen to have been born together in 1971 as fraternal twins. They are his sister, Ellen Smith, and his brother, Harry Smith. Word on the old school curb is that Harry has been working behind the scenes with Will for many years now. But his sister, Ellen, does not. Although their big brother is one of the largest celebs in the game, apparently family relationships like the ones he has with Ellen and Harry help to keep the Men in Black Philly superstar grounded. Number 22. His icon. Growing up 70s and 80s, his favorite rapper as a kid was Grandmaster Flash. Smith idolized Eddie Murphy and hip-hop icon Grandmaster Flash, inciting him begin rapping. Number 23. Smooth operator. In high school, he was nicknamed the Prince because he would goof off and get into trouble, but then use his fast-talking charm to convince the teachers to let him off with a warning. Number 24. He has grown up in diversity environment. When describing the environment he grew up in, Will Smith says he got the best of both worlds. Over 90% of the kids at his private Catholic school were white. He had Jewish and Muslim neighbors, and he spent the much of his time surrounded by Black Baptist families and best friends. He credits this diversity for his sense of humor. Number 25. He has a dream of becoming a rapper. Will Smith told his parents that he wanted to become a professional rapper instead of going to college. They were totally against the idea, and wanted him to go to college because they thought it was the only way for him to succeed. They gave him a 1-year time limit to make it as a rapper. Number 26. Talent runs in the family. Will Smith's two younger kids, Jaden and Willow, have begun impressive careers in entertainment as well. Jaden has modeled for Louis Vuitton, while Willow modeled for Chanel. Jaden helped produce and star in an animated Netflix original series called Neo Yokio. Inspired by the style of Japanese anime, only with culturally diverse characters. His daughter, Willow Smith, made up a song called Whip My Hair. He helped her polish it, and produce the music video. The song blew up on the radio soon after. Number 27. The Rumours. In The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, there is a scene where Will Smith is telling Uncle Phil about his father. He breaks down and cries, and Phil hugs him. The internet decided to spread a rumor that this was all improvised, and that Will was talking about his own dad. This actually is not true. He's just an amazing actor. Apparently, he made the entire crew cry after watching that scene. It makes Will Smith angry that people would assume negative things about his real-life father, because he believes it's clearly based on stereotypes. Smith has been quoted saying, "There's so much negative imagery of black fatherhood. I've got tons of friends that are doing the right thing by their kids, and doing the right thing as a father, and how come that's not as newsworthy?" Number 28. He missed the role in Django Unchained. He was almost in Django Unchained. However, he read the script, and disliked it because he felt that the bounty hunter, played by Christoph Waltz, was the real star of the story, and disliked that aspect of it. He still says he loves the movie, but he just needed to pass. Number 29. Will for president? In the United States, it's not uncommon for celebrities without any political background to end up in positions of power. Will Smith was once quoted saying, "If it was something that I really committed myself to, I don't think there's anything that could stop me becoming president of the United States." While all in good humor, this is actually not the first time politics has come up with Smith. When being interviewed by CBS in 2015, Smith said Donald Trump's actions may force him into politics. He said, "If people keep saying all the crazy kinds of stuff they've been saying on the news lately about walls and Muslims, they're going to force me into the political arena. I mean, I gotta be the president. What else would I run for? The best things that have ever happened, ever, were unrealistic before they happened. So for me, I think being the biggest movie star in the world as a goal actually was too small." Well, he wouldn't be the first actor turned politician, and we already love Will Smith. Number 30. His appearance on Broadway musical. Maybe you never heard of it, but Will Smith produced, along with Jay-Z and Jada Pinkett Smith, a musical called Fella. The Broadway production received 11 Tony Award nominations in 2010, and it actually won Best Choreography, Best Costume Design of a Musical, and Best Sound Design of a Musical. Number 31. Kids love him. He holds the record for winning the most Kids' Choice Awards. He won the prize 6 times. Number 32. Appearances in the DC Universe. Will and his wife have both acted as characters from Batman. Jada was in the 2014 show Gotham, and Will Smith plays Deadshot in Suicide Squad, 2016. Number 33. He was one of the jury of judges in the Conn Film Festival. In 2017, he was on the jury of judges during the Conn Film Festival. This is a huge honor in the film community. Number 34. Rumors has Will Smith is gay. Alexis Arquette claims that Will and Jada Pinkett Smith are gay, and the concussion actor paid off his first wife after she walked in on him with another man. When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him, servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them, Arquette wrote in a since-deleted Facebook post on Tuesday, according to the Daily Mail. She later clarified in the comments section, she being his first wife. Paid off, silent. Will Smith threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required by the scene to kiss Anthony Rapp, Arquette continued. he persuaded the director to shoot the back of his head in frame, blocking the non-existent lip lock entirely. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button below and please don't forget to share with your friends.